as you may have heard, the Apple Photo Stream feature is going away. So let's talk tech about what that is, first of all, why this is happening, when it's happening, and how to make sure you don't lose any of your photos in the process. Let's get this started. Hello and welcome. So, for my Apple folks out there, I know you love your phones. It's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with it. But we did want to make sure that you are up to date on this, because if there's one thing that I do not want to see anybody go through, and that is losing important photos. Now, you know, our day-to-day goofy photos of our lunch, whatever, okay, that's not the end of the world. But especially right now, right, because it's summer, so those firsts, those lasts, those once-in-a-lifetime moments that tend to happen, anytime, but, over the summer with vacations and all that kind of stuff, this would be a bad time. There's never a good time, but this would be a particularly bad time to start losing your photos. So let's talk about what is going on, first of all, and then we'll take a walk through everything else. And as always, as I'm showing things and talking about things, the links are all in the description. So what's going on is that Apple sent out an announcement, and you should have gotten at least one email, hopefully multiple emails about this from them, but they're shutting down the My Photo Stream functionality. So what that is the tool that backs up your photos for you automatically from your devices, whether it's your phone or your iPad or iPod or whatever. So that was an automated feature that automatically took your photos, put them someplace safe so that you would have them available to you. So that's going to go away completely. And not only that, you are very probably starting to notice that you're already having problems, right? So this conversation started because I started getting getting messages from people going, hey, my photos are not being backed up to my photo stream, which is a very awkward thing to have to keep saying, but I'm going to have to say that a lot in this show. I may just shorten it down to photo stream, but when I say photo stream, I mean my photo stream. It's just awkward. Anyway, so yes, you are quite right. You are not getting backed up anymore. So I'm recording this July 7th, 2023. As of, let me make sure I get the dates right, as of June 26th, 2023, they stopped doing those backups because they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to make you aware of the fact. And if the emails and the messaging out in the world didn't work, they're hoping that this will get your attention. Now, the downside of that means your photos right now are not getting backed up unless you've already taken steps. So that means if you think, maybe you're out on vacation or, you're out doing things, for the holidays, and you're like, oh, I'm running out of space on my phone. I need to open up some space to take photos. Oh, it's okay because I can delete, because I've got them backed up. They're not deleted. That they're not backed up right now. And that's my concern, is that people are losing things that they can't get back. So that's what's happening in this moment, is we're now in that transition period. They've already shut down the automatic backup to my photo stream. There is no automated process to switch you to what they want you to use, which we'll talk about in a minute. That's a manual process that you have to do, which, again, I think they could have figured out, but whatever. This is our reality. So your photos are no longer being backed up. If you don't take a step, your photos will not be backed up. Now, this does not mean that the photos on your phone are in any danger unless you delete them, right? Or unless something goes catastrophically wrong with your device, and you can't get to it, or you lose files or whatever. So just to level set, right? As long as you haven't removed them yourself and everything's okay with your phone, you still, or whatever device you're taking photos on, you still have those, but you don't have that safety net of the backup. And we've talked about backups on this channel a lot. And we will continue to talk about the importance of backups, because you don't want to just have your stuff in one place because things fail. That's just the reality of life. So you do want to make sure that you are getting the stuff out where it's supposed to be. Before I go further, I need to, for those of you who don't know, my name is Kathleen, and I'm here as your tech coach. The short version of the story is technology is my day gig, and it's also my hobby. So I live in this world 24/7, which means my friends, family, neighbors, coworkers tend to come to me when they have a question, when they need help with something, when they want recommendations. And I know not everybody has somebody like that. So Hello. That's why we're here every week, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Although this one happens to be on a Friday because I had a migraine yesterday. Anyway, just for those of you who may be finding me for the first time, hello and welcome. Okay, so let's keep going with this, right? So that's why your photos are no longer getting backed up. And you may or may not have noticed that, but be aware that they're no longer getting backed up in this moment. Let me just show you real quick the message that they did post. This is also, I believe, what was in the email. So like I said, the link is in the description. You can get all the details here, but this is the important stuff that you want to be paying attention to. One sec, let me get this. So it's going to shut down as of July 26th. So we're going to talk timeline here, right? So as of July 26th, it's going to be shut down. What that means is anything that you have sitting in my photo stream, anything you have sitting in your my photo stream is going to be deleted as of the 26th. So that's what this particular message means right here. Okay, so we're going to talk about what you need to do to keep your photos from going away if you were trusting that my photo stream was going to keep them safe. So be aware of that. But this is the other part of it, and that is that as a part of the transition, whoops, try that again. There we go. They've already stopped uploading. They started on June 26th. They ceased uploading your files automatically for you to my photo stream. So that's what's to be, that's what you want to be aware of. You can go through this. There is lots of detail in here. And like I said, the link is in your description. You probably have an email about it. But all the details are in here. So that's where all this conversation is coming from. Okay, so the timeline, as I mentioned, is it's already happening, right? Because as of June 26th, they shut off the automatic backups to my photo stream. So your photos are not getting backed up. And as of July 26th, which is about, 20 days from now, 19 days from now, that service, that my photo stream service is going to be shut down, and anything that's on there is deleted and gone forever. There is no way to get it back if you don't take action now. So in this window, it's really important that you jump in and take the action. What action are you talking about? All right, we're talking about how you want to back up. Let me try that in English. How to back up the photos that you currently have on my photo stream to someplace where you'll still be able to access them going forward, okay? And the instructions for that are, this out of the way. Hello. So I never remember where to point. Okay, so these are the basic instructions. Again, all of those, the links are in the description, so don't feel like you have to panic, but you can also pause this if you need to read this. But basically what you want to do is you want to go into your photo stream, you want to tap the albums and the photos that you want to save, because you may not want to save everything, right? There may be, blurry pictures, or maybe, pictures that were funny in the moment or that you needed in the moment, you don't need anymore. So pick the ones that you do want, right? And then tap on the share button and then tap on the save image. Okay. And then that will actually save those photos for you so that you can do the next step, which is going to be coming up here. Let me make that go away. Hey, there we go. That worked. So that's the very first thing you want to do, is you want to make sure that you create a local backup of those photos that you have currently out on my photo stream so that you don't lose them, because you do need to make this transition from there to where Apple wants you to actually store them. And that is the, what do they call it? I'm already forgetting now. iCloudPhotos. A little easier to say. So instead of using my photo stream, you want to take everything that's there, you want to download it so that you've got it, and then you want to move it all over to iCloudPhotos. So, and again, all those, the link for the instructions on that are in the description, but just so you know real quick, that the settings are, sorry, this is not the part for this. So you're going to want to manually put them, in the ones that you download to make sure that you're going to have them saved. You want to make sure that you manually back those up someplace, right? So that you've got those and you know that they're safe. The next step, I jumped ahead too, but the next step is to go ahead and set up your device so that it will automatically back up your photos and your videos and that kind of stuff to iCloud Photos. Now, this is a manual step. You have to do this yourself. So you need to make sure that you take the step. Fortunately, it's pretty straightforward and simple. But if you don't do it yourself, Apple, from what I'm seeing and hearing, is not doing this for you magically. So you're going to need to do this yourself. So let's go ahead, and now I'll bring this up. So fortunately, it's super simple. You're going to go into settings on whatever device. You're going to type iCloud. You're going to tap Photos. And then you're going to turn on the sync this device. Okay, now these are the instructions for the iPhone, the iPad, and the iPod Touch. There are ways to do this. Let me make this not my usual thing here, but I did want to make sure that this was all there. There are ways to do this on your Mac, on your Apple TV, and even on your Windows PC. And all of those instructions are in the link in the description, so you can go ahead and follow those to get that process in place. And what that'll do, again, is that is going to switch your automatic backup from the My Photo Stream, which is going away and everything's being deleted, over to the iCloud Photos, where Apple wants you to store everything going forward. Now, of course, this does open up the whole discussion about, okay, storage space, and you might need to buy more and all that kind of stuff. And again, the links that I have in the description go through all of this kind of stuff. But keep in mind that, you're going to want to keep an eye on your storage space, because it's really easy, especially with photos, videos, and that kind of thing, to chew through that pretty quickly. So keep an eye on it, because the other reality is if you run out of space to save stuff, then you will not be backing up, because there will be no space to save stuff to. So you need to keep an eye on this stuff. You need to stay on top of it. Because otherwise you risk losing photos, and I don't want anybody going through that, because it's such a thing. Now, again, they're going to be on whatever device you took the pictures on, right? Until you delete them or something goes wrong, which is why you want to do the backup, because one or the other of those things is liable to happen at any given point in time. So you take that step of manually switching it to the iCloud Photos. That will automatically back it up for you. And then as long as you've got enough space available in iCloud, you'll be okay. So do keep an eye on that. So just to summarize for the TLDR crowd, My Photo Stream is going away. It already is not being used. It is no longer actively getting your new files. As of July 26th, they're shutting that down and deleting everything that's in there. So you need to go in there, do the backup, then you need to take those files that you backed up and put them on your iCloud, and you want to go into your devices where you're taking photos, videos, whatever, and you're going to want to switch over from storing stuff, automatically backing it up, to My Photo Stream, and instead use the iCloud Photos, and then you'll be okay going forward. All right? I know this is not good news, but better to be ahead of the curve on this kind of stuff. Don't wait any longer, because we're already in a very tight time frame. So let's make sure you go ahead, you get your backups of the stuff that's already sitting in my Photo Stream. I'm not going to miss having to say that. You're going to want to back up everything that's currently in My Photo Stream. You're going to want to back all that stuff up wherever it is that you want to store those photos. iCloud is probably where you're going to go if you're an Apple person. And you want to go into your devices and manually change the settings on each device. This is not something you do once. You have to do it on each device. You're going to go into the settings, go through everything I just showed you, or check out the link in the description and follow the instructions there, to make sure that you're switching it off of the My Photo Stream backup and instead using the iCloud Photo for your backups. Okay? All right. It doesn't look like we have any questions, which is great. It is pretty straightforward, but it's the kind of thing that it's better to take care of it now. You don't want to find out about this like in the fall, right? Now is the time to take care of it, because anything that was backed up to My Photo Stream before the shutdown on June 26th will be deleted. Gone. No recovery process. Will be gone as of July 26, 2023. All right? So hopefully I've made that very clear. That's what I'm really worried about, is people losing stuff. And the rest of it is just a little extra maintenance that you need to do. All right? Okay. I hope everybody's having a good summer. And this is just a little blip along the way. And we will talk again next week. Have a good one. Bye.